Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to your favorite channel on the African continent. Yes, this channel is for you that is in the diaspora. You that is in the diaspora, this channel is yours. Make it your own. Like the video, share the video, and let me hear from you in the comment section. My brothers in Nigeria, yes, I want to say something. Ghana-Nigeria relationship did not start from today. I am happy one of your own on YouTube by name Ugechukwu Ose Oyelu. Yes, she is a YouTuber. She's on YouTube. A lady observing Ghana's election, just ended the election, and she said certain things. And I want to react to that. You as a Nigerian, this is my preamble. Before I get started, this is my preamble. Ghana-Nigeria relationship did not start from today. It started way back in the 60s. I'll be talking a brief on that. Ghana's democracy, in terms of Africa, was the first. Ghana also was the first to gain independence in Sub-Saharan Africa. I'll be going a bit deeper into that. And I'll be talking about the relationship between the two countries, Ghana and Nigeria. You that is in Africa, but you be wondering why Ghana and Nigeria every time. The argument of Ghana and Nigeria is not just about jollof rice. It's not just about football. It's not just about music. It's gone beyond that. And you want to know how come the two nations are so close to each other, even though they are not sharing border, but they seem to be, they fight yet they unite. We know how to fight. We know how to understand each other. This is my preamble. Quickly, like I said, Ghana's election are not wars. Ghana goes into election with one purpose, to win. And once the election is over, the fight is over. It's not as if Ghanaians don't argue or, over the electoral issues. It's not as if Ghanaians or the Ghana's electoral system is perfect. No. I am here right now to react, first of all, to what your sister, my sister, Ugechukwu Ose Oyelu, posted on her YouTube. On her YouTube. She made very good points comparing Ghana's election and the Nigerian election. One of the things that she said that interests me most was that Ghana, we have a specific date fixed for our elections. That was enshrined in our law. You cannot just get up and say tomorrow there's going to be an election. It is every 4 years. And it's always in December 7th. It's always December 7th. She made it very clear. In Nigeria, INEC can just come and, even though it's for 4 years, they can just choose any date for the election. And when they do that, they destabilize other people's plans. They may come today and say, oh, we're having the election in November 5th. Few days to the election, they will come back again and change the date to maybe January 5th. When they do that, according to her, people who plan maybe their weddings or some other activities, it falls on those days. And then those people now have to shift their dates for their personal events. 2, she also made a point that on election days in Nigeria, it's more like a war zone. Movements are being restricted. You cannot travel, you cannot go around doing your own business on the day of election. Unlike Ghana, on election days, you can go around your personal business. The only thing that is not permitted is After voting, you stay around the voting area, the electoral area. After voting, you go back to your house. That is the only difference. She also spoke on the what? BVA. On the use of the beaver, they have the fingerprint machine. Yeah, the beaver machine. She spoke on the beaver machine. She asked whether, he said she's not sure whether Ghanaians use a beaver. Yes, Ghanaians use beaver. In all our polling stations, there's a beaver equipment there for fingerprint, thumbprint. So we use beaver. The system in Ghana is not perfect. But the fact is that when it comes to elections, there are people that are extremely vigilant. Political parties are extremely vigilant. Now, she also spoke on how the results were announced so fast, so quickly. And even our own vice president, who was contesting to become a president, you know, realizing that he was losing the whole election, he quickly accepted defeat. In so doing, he calmed the whole nation. He brought calmness to the whole nation. Why did that happen? My brothers in Nigeria, my sisters in Nigeria, the reality of the matter is that in Ghana, every political party have their own way of collating their results. They are not waiting for the Electoral Commission to announce the final result before they know where they belong. The NDC have their own system of collating their results. The NPP have their own system of collating results. And so while they are waiting for the Electoral Commission to confirm what they have, to tally together, they already know their positions. Like I said, I am reacting to what our sister said on her YouTube channel, Ogechukwu. You can Google her, or you go to YouTube, check Ogechukwu Ose. Ose. The spelling is OSIH -OYELU. Osi Oyelu. Yes, I'm reacting on what she said on her YouTube channel. Now, one thing that I want you guys, especially Nigerians, to note is that we fight, we argue. Ghanaians, we argue, we fight with you Nigerians, but it is not as if Ghanaians don't know. They don't really know what they are doing. Sometimes you Nigerians, you take Ghanaians for granted. Sometimes you Nigerians think Ghanaians don't know anything. But let me tell you, hey, you see Ghanaians are very meek people, very respectable people. They respect themselves. Ghanaians might not like violence, but that does not mean that you should sit on them and treat them as if they don't know anything. When you have a Ghanaian friend, just observe him carefully. I love Nigeria. I have a family in Nigeria. I relate well with Nigerians. 90% of my adult lifestyle has been with Nigerians. So I know exactly what I'm talking about here. And let me show you something. For those of you who have been saying, Ghana of yesterday, Ghana of yesterday. Actually, this was supposed to be where I'm supposed to start this video from. Ghana of yesterday. Let me ask you, when were you born? When were you born? Ghana of yesterday, when were you born? Tell me, as a Nigerian. I respect Nigerians because majority are educated. I mean, PhDs, masters. But it looks like sometimes some of you guys talk without reasoning further. Before you come out and argue certain things, check your facts. Number one, Ghana gained independence before Nigeria gained independence. We assisted you to gain your independence. Ghana gained independence in 1957, 6 March. The same year, Malaysia gained independence, but Ghana even gained before Malaysia. Ghana was in 6 March 1957. Is it 3 years after 1960 or so, or 6 years after before Nigeria gained independence? And That is not just that. When it comes to democratic governance, on the continent of Africa, democratic governance, you can't take it also away from Ghana. We are still leading on that also. 1992, when Ghana became, democratically, the fourth Republican government came into being, and we established our democracy from 1992. Where were you, Nigeria? Free and fair election did not just start from today. It started far back in 1992. After ex-President Jerry John Rawlings ruled for 11 years as a military, with military governance. 1992, 1991, there was a referendum. We all agreed to go to democratic, way. And in 1992, the elections were held. Since then, it has been one government after the other. Your sister, our sister, Ogechukwu, also made a point that Nigeria democratic-elected government doesn't leave power even after 8 years. No, Ghana, the highest you can go is 8 years. Your party, the highest it can go is 8 years. 1992 to 2000, Jerry Rawlings' party, NDC. From 2000 to 2008, New Patriot NPP under President Kufuor. From 2008 to 2016, NDC back again, another 8 years. From 2016 to 2024, NPP came back again. So it's like 8 years, 8 years, 8 years. You mess up, you are kicked out. You mess up, you are kicked out. Unlike Nigeria, where even when they are messing up, they find ways to maintain or to sustain their stay in power. 12 years, 16 years for one political party. No, it doesn't happen that way in Ghana. So you have to know these things now. Ghana gained independence before Nigeria gained independence. Ghana gained, democratically ruled governance system. Yes. It is Ghana that helped the electoral system of many of the African countries. So when it comes to credible election on the continent of Africa, you cannot take it away from Ghana. It didn't start from today. Now, let me go back a little bit again. For you guys out there who used to say, Ghana of yesterday, let me put you records. Let me give you records now. Ghana must go. It is first and foremost a Nigerian must go thing. Yes. In 1969, Ghana passed the Alien Compliance Order, which forced Nigerians that were there in Ghana. 1969, Ghana passed a law called Aliens Compliance Order, which forced undocumented foreigners, which then mostly were Nigerians, over 2.5 million foreigners. But then it was start Ghana Exodus. Ghana Exodus. So the issue of Ghana must go, dear friend. It is Ghana that did it to Nigeria first. In 1983, Nigeria only retaliated. Oh yes, go back and read your books. These are the history between Ghana and Nigeria. Ghana did it to Nigeria in 1969. Then in 1983, January 17th, that was when Nigeria retaliated. I'm giving you dates. Ghana did it to Nigeria in 1969 by passing the Alien Compliance Order, where over 2.5 million Nigerians were forced to leave Ghana. Then in 1983, January 17th, Nigeria then retaliated with their own order, but then Ghanaians were massively living in Nigeria also. So get that very clearly. Now, another notable date I want to give you. You have been asking, Ghana of yesterday, what do you know? When were you born? In 1967, during the Biafra War, do you know who settled the Biafra War for Nigeria? You see? The Biafra War was settled in Ghana. There is something called the Ebri Accord. The Ebri Accord was settled in Ghana, in a town or a city called Ebri. It's on the mountains. You know, Ghana have a lot of mountainous, areas where towns are established or built. The Ebri Accord was between 4th and 5th January 1967. 4th and 5th January 1957. That was when the Ebri Accord took place in Ghana. As you can see on your screen, some of the minutes of the meeting to bring peace between the Biafran, and the Nigerian. I mean, then it was called Supreme Military Government then, yeah. And hey, who was in charge? Then, for those of you who don't know, Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu was the one leading the Biafran side, and the Supreme Military Council of Nigeria, they all came to Ghana to fight and to settle the Biafran War. So, looking at it, there is nothing Nigerian does without Ghana. There is nothing Nigerian does. The history between the two nations is far back. And let me conclude. I know you will come after me, and I'm prepared. My skin is very thick. I'm prepared for you coming after me. I'm prepared to answer you in the comment section. Let me say this. In conclusion, Nigeria does not supply Ghana electricity. Nigeria doesn't supply Ghana electricity. Can you give what you don't have? Can you give what you don't have? No. The answer is simple, no. What Nigerians supply Ghana for how many years is fuel. Yes. It is fuel Nigeria supplies Ghana. Even till today, Nigeria is still supplying Ghana fuel. I mean, gas. That now we have the West African gas pipeline that supplies West African countries gas. And it's not free. Of course, we pay for. But before the gas pipeline, Nigeria used to supply Ghana with fuel to power our thermal plants that generate electricity. Nigeria has never supplied Ghana electricity. Get that into your mind. Stop the fake news. You make a little research. Make a little research and you see all these facts. Make a little research. Go into the books. That is why I asked you. You that have been saying Ghana of yesterday, how old are you? And what do you know? Make a little research. Ghana never took electricity from Nigeria. Rather, fuel to power our thermal plants. It is what it is. Remember, even when Nigeria refinery, for many years, over a decade, Nigeria had no fuel refinery. Your fuel that you use in Nigeria was being shipped to Ghana. We will refine it and send back to you. It was part of the agreement. Your fuel then was being refined in Ghana, in our fuel refinery, and sent back to you before you use as petrol in Nigeria. And Nigeria supplies part of that same gas or fuel to Ghana, unrefined, because you don't have the refinery until recently. Dear friends, this is my reaction on the video our sister posted. Maybe if there's anything you think I missed out or I didn't say it well, forgive me. I know you surely come after me. I'm ready for you guys also. I'll see you all in the next one where you see me. Shalom.